we should assess our current environment and perform this audit and assess different aspects, like, for example, the company culture, whether it's going to get completely lost or it's going to be transformed into something different because people won't see one another all the time. Communication processes, which is the biggest, usually, I would say, tricky situation, or you can get lost even in an office environment. Processes and procedures, tools, the toolkit, obviously IT, security measures, and the legal aspect as well.
I just have a very interesting little check-in process. And let me tell you what that check-in process is. I ask the folks in the Zoom room, let's say, to still themselves and be quiet and check in with themselves first physically. So ask yourself, how do I feel? Is it too warm in here, too cold? Do I feel good? Have I eaten recently? What's my physical state? Then, without prying into all that, I ask them, now check in on your mental state. What are you thinking about? Are you thinking about the last call you were on? Because if you are, you're not going to be present for this discussion. Are you thinking about the report that's due tomorrow? Well, if you're thinking about that now, you're not going to be present for this discussion. So stop and ask yourself where you are mentally. And then the third question, and again, I give people, a few seconds to actually do this. And then the third question is, how do you feel emotionally? Are you nervous about today's meeting? Are you looking forward to today's meeting? Did you just have a fight and chew out one of your kids, perhaps, and you're still a little bit, have some of that leftover adrenaline running in your system? So I think there's something to this centering and putting yourself in harmony, which is, how do I feel physically, mentally, and emotionally? And if we're all doing that together, the 5, 8, or 27 people on the Zoom call, then we're ready to move forward from there.
So ensuring that employees have the tools that they need to successfully work remotely is absolutely crucial. Also, you need to ensure you have great communication, particularly important with remote workers. And above all else, show them trust.
When businesses normally go out to recruit skilled people within their contact center, it's normally within the 30-mile radius, 50-mile radius of that brick and mortar contact center that you work within. Now that can be diluted at a certain point because you may have all the skilled people within that area and you're now just filling numbers extra. When you look at remote working, it now doesn't matter where they work because you're able to open up nationally rather than regionalized, meaning you can continue to keep your high watermark of the skilled people you want within your business itself.
My top tip is to keep learning, because I have spent time with lots of different operations this year, and they are deploying lots of different techniques to maintain a sense of team, whether that's from employing full-time psychiatrists and coaches to advanced gamification tools. I really think it's a time to go out there, keep understanding what others are doing, and share what it is that you're doing in this new normal.